Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Today I was thinking, as it is Women's Day, we should paint on the blood countess. So as you can see, I started kind of working on her a little bit last night. Started giving some tweaks and so on. And this morning I also worked a little bit on the monkey girl, just a little bit, highlights and such. Still lots of work, but yeah, I don't think I will make it in time. I will definitely not have finished renders. I think I will be able to do a color pass on all characters, but I think that's about it. I don't think I will have time to finish the challenge. Good morning, Sabi, Dearbard, Atski, Eric, Matthias, Fjord, Norsk, Mattias. There you go. All right. Hey, Schmaze. Schmaze. Let's start the timer. Let's see what I can do in 30 minutes on her. So I started kind of. I want her to have. I was thinking like metal pieces, metal bra. I know it's cheesy, but I kind of saw a similar thing, and the idea of what I want to try to achieve, which I haven't yet in this sketch, is to make it feel like protective gear rather than a bra. So I want pieces to kind of interlock with each other, so it feels like she's armored, but in an interesting way. Obviously, I know the whole boo window thing is, or metal bikini thing that people are annoyed with on designs, but I'd say in this instance it would work. Hopefully, it'll only be evident at the end of the journey, but as I probably won't have time to finish the whole thing anyways, for the competition at least, it's just what I can do with the time remaining. Hey, Maze, Tormod, Kuru, yeah. Well, the thing is here, right? I want to have a chest plate as well, metal, so that because of the idea that she's a vampire, right? The blood countess. So I want her to have. She has in her dress, like anti-heart stabbing protection. You see, that was the idea behind it, right? So that there it is a function. So I want her to be protected on the sides, but obviously being a countess, she shouldn't walk around with a full plate of armor. Because she can't be killed, but only in the heart if she's a vampire. So that was my thinking. So hopefully I can get away with it, giving her a metal bikini or a metal bra, um, without it being annoying. Hey, Captain Jetlag, welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So on a completely different topic, we have a Netflix account on the PlayStation, and lately I've been just putting on a Netflix movie on the side while working. And have any one of you seen the English, the original In-Betweeners? I know that America redid it. Um, uh, Horribly wrong. I know that they did it. They butchered it completely. But the English one is really the kind of humor in that is so cringeworthy. When you just see it, you cringe of this what these guys are doing and saying. It's like supreme adolescent boy behavior. It's so hilarious and cringy at the same time. Hey, good morning, Atananok, Kilrathi, Orbi, TMH Laba Art. Thanks for the host. Dear Bard, yeah, guilty. And Two Chins, welcome. You're new. The In-Betweeners is a TV show not about a virus, no. Um, it is about like four friends who are teenagers who try to navigate puberty. But man, it's so funny. It's so cringy. Ugh. Captain Jetlag. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. Definitely cringy. I want her to have this character, by the way, to have lots of layers. I love layers on a design. For me, it's so much fun to design like which goes on top of what. For some reason, I really enjoy it. Hey, good morning, Holmes. Korea. I read the screen way too much. Really, it's counterproductive. But yeah, I look back at my TV, not TV, streams. Um, we were talking about TV. Looking back at my streams and seeing how much time I'm actually not drawing and just reading the chat. But you know, it's all good. It's all good. I mean, I'm here for the warm up. I'm here for the community. You know, fun little interest. I think the community manager for Twitch Creative retweeted me yesterday with a Viking lady they painted on. That's pretty cool. Hey, yep. I haven't asked her yet because what was there was very crude. I want to show her when I have more to show, when there's more of an actual design of her outfit. You know, then she will definitely be able to give me better pointers whether I've done the right done the right decisions or not. So I don't want to pester her with what could be's. in designs. She'll just look at it later and go, "That's cool. That's wrong." Thanks, Atsuki. Yeah, I wanted to make her feel like obviously she's a vampire, right? Blood countess. That's what you would assume is a vampire. But maybe, she's not evil, obviously, because she's a hero. Um, so I was just thinking of how to make her feel vampire-y, um, and at the same time be a hero. So I just haven't gone full-on evil vampire outfit. I wanted to give something that you would definitely associate with vampire of sorts, and then play around with that. Obviously, it could have been done better, but I doubt time will allow me to. Kuro, yeah. There's definitely more distraction now. More people having interesting things to say, that all those things. Um, I was definitely way more concerned about output. In a way, I want to get back to that. Um, I know that I used to just pick a topic and ramble for half an hour rather than sit and read comments. I think in order to have something cool to show at the end, probably need to read less, paint more. Hey, Liard, welcome. Yeah, what Dearbird said, draw more poses. Um, one interesting little practice I devised to practice poses and understanding poses was that, let's say I did research of a pose, right? I drew up an imaginary pose maybe, or I could have also looked at some pose like from photo or movie. It doesn't matter, And then what I did was I took the pose and then I rotated the character like 45 degrees in my mind, and then I redrew it, and then I rotated it 45 degrees, then I redrew it, and then I rotated it 45 degrees. So in the end, I had the original pose and then attempt at seeing the whole character from all angles. And then I also did from below and above, um, just to see, like how well can I understand the anatomy and the human form. Obviously, it's not an easy thing to do, and it's a challenge, and you'll most likely fail, like I did. But in general, it's a challenging thing to try to do. Yeah, it's definitely hard but fun. By the way, the chat and the voice is probably delayed because the stream video itself is like 15-20 seconds after, and if I am really fast at reading a comment, you're gonna hear the response significantly later. So the less like active I am, the less it'll be obvious that it's a delay. Because if you write something and I don't instantly reply to it, you won't understand when I'm reading it, and it's like a illusion of synced time. Yeah, it's a weird delay. Kuru, yeah, I try to vary the poses up, but it's a hard thing to do, and it's extremely tricky to like to figure out poses. But it's one of those things that you just have to kind of roll up the sleeves and like grind the shit out of. Just do poses in all different angles. And one thing that's really good, if you can find sites, I mean, there are many now that you can have really short times, and that is using maybe a model rather than a real human, just a 3D model, but in strange poses, and draw these poses over and over. There was a website before which where you could have like 15-second poses, and what they had done with the anatomy model was just kind of rotate the camera. So there was a sitting one. Let's say there was a specific pose for her to the model or him to sit in. But what they had done in order to make it interesting was that they had a camera that always rotated in a different pose. So you could have the sitting pose over and over, but from different camera angles. I don't remember the website's name, but I doubt it's still active. This was 8-9 years ago, maybe. I'd like her to have some sort of maybe tiara. Will it look weird with a crown on her? Would that remove her from being a vampire? A bat? That works. A little bit of perspective, but so in here it's custom to give flowers to girls. So make sure you hand over some flowers to some women today, now that it's the Women's Day. Show your appreciation. But the funny thing is, for it, like International Man Day, no one fucking cares. That is a dangerous topic to go into. Bill Burr, he's a funny guy, by the way. If anyone wants to listen to some quite interesting comedy, I'd recommend Bill Burr. He's a funny guy. he's been really growing as a stand-up comedian, by the way. I find his stuff evolving for sure. Yeah, he's good. He's good. I mean, he's on all these TV late night shows and all these things. You know, he's a clever guy. Even though there's this really fun thing, a little YouTube clip about Bill Burr, about his comedy. Like someone has analyzed the way he tells his jokes. It's really interesting, and I'd say quite accurate analysis. I mean, obviously there's probably more than one out there, so I couldn't say which one at the top of my head. But it was really interesting to listen to, and how he constructs the jokes, and why so many find him so funny. Yeah, I really enjoy his stand-up. Hey, Kane Eats Abe. At the moment, I can't look at any other people's art because this is just a 30-minute stream. You can obviously contact me in other means, you know, like private message or Facebook, Twitter, all these things. But at the moment, I can't click any URLs or give critiques or comments. But welcome. Glad to have you here. Hopefully you'll come back. By the way, we are up on to follow count up to 1,186. So it's not that many left. It's just 14 follows left. And then there will be AMA, where you can ask me anything if you want any explanation, any tutorial, any questions about whatever. I'll probably set aside 2-3 hours. And on a Saturday, you can ask me for whatever, and I'll do my best to answer. And like I mentioned yesterday, I can't really answer all the questions if it's sensitive information. But otherwise, the standard AMA answers, you know. Hey, Leard, it's a Cintiq 24-inch, 27-inch, 27, I think. HD, this huge Cintiq drawing table, monitor, tablet thing. So the skin now is obviously quite pink, but it won't be. I want to. I'm going to have it on a separate layer so I can adjust it. but I just want to put in some colors in there so that before the time runs out. Yeah, exactly, Schmace. You're really good at that. Kane eats Abe. Join the Discord. The link is underneath. And we can all look at it. Okay, so let's make a new layer. I want to try to squeeze in 6.5 minutes. Okay, some metal there. Metal buttons. And I'm thinking the palette should be her outfit, definitely like blood colors, right? Dark. I want her to have a white shirt. What would be cool though is definitely red, right? She has to have red. But red is usually associated with evil. So I'm not gonna give her too much red. I think just this scarf being red. And the rest, maybe just blacks and dark leather. I don't want her to feel too evil, you know, because she's on the hero side. Yeah, thanks, Kane. Kane eats Abe. So I'm thinking definitely a combination between red and gray would probably be cool. Oh, purple. I could try that, definitely, Kilrathi. Make her kawaii, or however you say it. Yeah, maybe not. I'm gonna color adjust her to purple to see what that does. I think it would work though, purple. Definitely. I think it's I can see it working. And also a little bit of pink. As you said, make a kawaii, or however you say it. But I think it works. I think it works. How much time do I left? 3 minutes. Okay, let's. Hey, good morning, Luri. Welcome. Thanks, Atananuk. Hey, Rogue 13 pull account. Thanks for the auto host, even though the stream is ending in 1.5 minutes. Yeah, so I think the general idea is good here. I think she still feels like a vampire, even though she's not classic red. I wanna tweak her face tones a little bit, just to make her feel a little bit. I mean, the hand is currently a man hand that has to be tweaked, but I don't have time to do subtle changes at the moment. It has to be done at a later point if I have time for it. That's the problem with this challenge, I'd say. It's the kind of the crazy um, time limit deadline. It's not a healthy deadline. I doubt that a lot of people will have time for it. Only like people that don't have much of a family will most likely make it in time. But if you have any other obligations, it's gonna be hard, unfortunately. But yeah, I'd say it's a good start. Good start. Purple made sense. Well, let's push down the values a bit. I want to have room for the white. Yeah, that's a good range there. Now the metal should need some very hot highlights. Right. Let's quickly adjust the hand then. There we go. No man hand. Now we should just have an imp hand. Right. That'll do. That'll do for now. Yeah. So we got a good base for blood countess. Some rambling topic. Oh, that looks pretty cool too. Ooh. I don't know what to do now. Oh, that looked evil. A lot more limited palette. Obviously, I have to give it some sort of love later to make. But that did look cool. That did look evil. I have to give that some serious thinking. I'm gonna save that layer. It's a toggleable layer. All right. Like I said, these 30-minute warm-ups usually do a lot more, but as these are more touch-ups and tweaks, they kind of tend to be a bit slower. But after this week, I'm definitely not going to be doing these in the warm-ups anymore because the deadline is over. So on next Monday, it's going to start as usual, a random topic, and you guys decide what's going to happen. So the classic line that everyone says: subscribe, like, follow, whatever. It will help me. I got some plans. So thank you very much for coming, hanging out with me. And see you tomorrow morning. Bye. Outro. Insert.